One crisp autumn night, Lila couldn't sleep. The moonlight streamed through her window, casting a silvery glow over her books. Unable to resist the pull of a new story, she decided to go for a walk. Slipping on her coat and shoes, she tiptoed out of the house, careful not to wake her parents. The quiet streets of Eldridge were bathed in moonlight, and Lila strolled aimlessly, lost in thought. As she wandered, she found herself drawn to an old abandoned building on the outskirts of town. It was a place she had passed by many times but had never really noticed. Tonight, however, it seemed to beckon her. A soft, otherworldly light seeped through the cracks in the doors and windows. Curiosity piqued. Lila pushed open the creaky door and stepped inside. The interior was dim, but the mysterious glow led her deeper into the building. She came upon a hidden door she had never seen before. It was ornate, with intricate carvings that seemed to shimmer in the faint light. Taking a deep breath, Lila turned the handle and pushed the door open. What she saw took her breath away. It was a hidden library, unlike anything she had ever seen. Bookshelves stretched up to the ceiling, filled with volumes of every size and color. The air was thick with the scent of old paper and ink, and a warm golden light bathed the room. Lila felt a thrill of excitement. She had found a secret place, one that seemed to promise endless adventures. As Lila moved deeper into the library, she noticed that the books were not just sitting on the shelves. They floated gently through the air, moving as if guided by an invisible hand. Some glowed with a soft golden light, while others shimmered with colors she had never seen before. It was a magical sight, and Lila felt her heart race with excitement. The library seemed alive, almost as if it was aware of her presence. Each step she took was accompanied by the rustle of pages and the soft hum of energy. The air was filled with a sense of enchantment, and Lila felt like she had stepped into one of her beloved stories. She reached out to touch a floating book, and it gently drifted into her hand. Opening the book, she found its pages filled with illustrations of fantastical creatures and lands. The words seemed to dance on the page, inviting her to dive into their stories. Lila felt a sense of wonder and awe. She had never seen anything like this before. It was as if the library was offering her a gateway to new worlds and adventures. She wandered through the aisles, marveling at the beauty and magic of the place. It felt like a dream, and Lila half expected to wake up at any moment. But the library was real, and it was filled with endless possibilities. She knew she had discovered something truly special, a place where her wildest dreams could come true. As Lila explored the library, she suddenly heard a soft humming sound. Turning around, she saw an elderly man with a kind smile and twinkling eyes. He had a long, flowing beard and wore a robe adorned with stars and moons. He seemed to be a part of the library itself, blending seamlessly with its magical ambiance. He introduced himself as Magnus, the guardian of the hidden library. Magnus welcomed Lila warmly and told her that the library had been waiting for someone like her. He explained that this was a place where stories came to life, and those who entered could embark on incredible adventures. Lila listened in awe, her heart pounding with excitement. She had always dreamed of such a place, and now she was standing in it, speaking to a magical librarian. Magnus guided her through the library, showing her different sections filled with ancient tomes and modern tales. He spoke of the power of stories to transport and transform, to teach and to inspire. Lila hung on his every word, feeling a deep connection to the wisdom he shared. She sensed that Magnus was not just a librarian, but a mentor who could help her unlock the secrets of the library. After a while, Magnus stopped in front of a particular bookshelf and pulled out a book with a shimmering cover. He handed it to Lila and told her that this book held a special adventure, one that would take her to a land of dragons and knights. He smiled and said, "Remember, the greatest adventures come not just from where you go, but from what you learn along the way." With the shimmering book in her hands, Lila felt a surge of energy. She opened it, and a bright light enveloped her. When the light faded, she found herself in a stunning, unfamiliar land. Rolling green hills stretched out before her, and in the distance, she could see a grand castle perched atop a mighty mountain. Lila's heart raced with excitement. She was in a land of dragons and knights, just like in her favorite stories. As she began to explore, she came across a group of knights training in a meadow. They welcomed her and introduced themselves as the Order of the Emerald Dragon. The knights were brave and noble, dedicated to protecting their realm from any threats. They invited Lila to join them, and she eagerly accepted. She donned a suit of armor and picked up a sword, feeling a sense of purpose and determination. Lila soon found herself on a quest with the knights. They were searching for a way to calm a great dragon that had been terrorizing the nearby villages. The journey was filled with challenges and dangers, but Lila faced them all with courage. She fought off bandits, navigated treacherous forests, and scaled steep cliffs. Through it all, she felt a growing sense of strength and bravery. One evening as they rested by a campfire, Lila spoke with Sir Cedric, the leader of the knights. He told her that true bravery was not about being fearless, but about facing your fears and doing what is right, even when it is difficult. Lila took his words to heart, realizing that her adventure was teaching her valuable lessons about courage and resilience. As the quest continued, Lila grew closer to the knights. They became her friends and mentors, teaching her the ways of their order. She learned to trust in her abilities and in the strength of her newfound comrades. The bond they shared was powerful, forged through their shared experiences and challenges. Lila felt a sense of belonging and camaraderie that she had never felt before. The day finally came when they faced the dragon. It was a magnificent creature with scales that shimmered like jewels and eyes that burned with fierce intelligence. Lila felt a wave of fear, but she remembered Sir Cedric's words about bravery. She stepped forward, her heart pounding, and spoke to the dragon. She offered it kindness and understanding rather than aggression. To everyone's amazement, the dragon responded. It calmed down and revealed that it had been in pain from a thorn stuck in its side. Lila and the knights worked together to remove the thorn, and the dragon's anger melted away. It thanked them and pledged to protect the realm rather than harm it. Lila had done it. She had faced her fears and brought peace through compassion and courage. The knights celebrated their victory, and Lila felt a deep sense of accomplishment. She had learned that true bravery came from her heart, and that friendships formed on the journey were treasures in themselves. The knights honored her with a special ceremony, naming her an honorary member of the Order of the Emerald Dragon. Lila felt proud and grateful for the experiences and lessons she had gained. As the celebration wound down, Lila felt a familiar tugging sensation. She looked around and saw the shimmering book glowing in her hands. Magnus's words echoed in her mind, reminding her that every adventure must come to an end, but the lessons learned would stay with her forever. With a mixture of sadness and gratitude, Lila opened the book once more, and the bright light enveloped her again. When the light faded, she found herself back in the hidden library. The magical atmosphere still surrounded her, and Magnus stood nearby, smiling gently. He welcomed her back and asked about her adventure. Lila excitedly recounted her journey, the friendships she had made, and the bravery she had discovered within herself. Magnus listened with interest, nodding thoughtfully. He told Lila that she had grown in ways she might not yet fully understand, and that her adventure was just the beginning. Every book held the potential for new journeys and discoveries. Lila felt a renewed sense of excitement and purpose. She realized that her love for books had the power to open doors to endless possibilities, and that she could be the hero of her own story. As she left the hidden library, Lila felt a sense of empowerment and joy. She knew that the world was full of adventures waiting to be discovered, both within the pages of books and beyond. Lila returned home, her heart full of hope and determination. She was ready to face any challenge, knowing that bravery and friendship would guide her way.